Nosferatu 2024 is the latest remake of the 1922 silent horror classic Nosferatu. This one is not silent, it is completely sound, completely in color. And this is the best remake, although you can't beat the classic. If you grew up with SpongeBob like I did, you probably remember that Graveyard Shift episode where SpongeBob and Squidward are staying overnight in the Krusty Krab, and then those eerie noises that signal the approach of Ashling and Slasher. And then one of them is the lights flipping on and off, but then when they find out all those eerie things, it's just this guy who wanted to come over for a job. They're like, Squidward's like, wait, if that was you on the phone and you on the bus, who was turning on the lights? And then we get a shot of like a clip from of Nosferatu from the movie edited into the cartoon where he's like flipping the lights and they're like Nosferatu, and he like smiles at the camera and it goes like a lot of people said they were scared when they saw that as a kid, but it didn't scare me. And when I saw it, I was like, "What in the world is Nosferatu?" And years later, I finally found out who it was when I heard of the movie, and I watched it, and it was pretty good. This one is the best of all of the three I've seen. The other one I've seen is the 1970s version with Klaus Kinski. This one tops the other remake, and it's directed by Robert Eggers, one of the greatest new horror directors of our generation, and he made a very good movie with this. They did pretty good with the costume design, the set pieces, the cinematography. We didn't film it during the cinema. Other people had their hands in that. But they did a good job with making sure they got all that stuff right. The acting is good from the entire cast, including Lillian Rose, Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult, Emma Cunning, and Ellen Taylor Johnson, and Bill Skarsgård as the title character Nosferatu, aka Count Orlok. In the is set in 19th century Pennsylvania with Emma Hunter, the main protagonist, played by Lily Depp. She's married to this guy who's a real estate agent, Mr. Hunter. He's contacted by Count Orlok, who wants to sell his castle and move into their town. And the main reason he wants to do that is so he can have his way with Hunter's wife. But he, and Emma, she keeps having these recurring nightmares about the Count. When Nicholas Hoult finds out the truth, he goes back to save her. But then there's this plague going on where everybody is like possessed or something and diseased, and that Willem Dafoe shows up. He's this like esoteric doctor who tries to perform exorcism on people to cure them, and exorcisms on Emma as well, and hopefully save her in time. Lily Depp Rose and Nicholas Hoult do a good job playing husband and wife in this movie, and Willem Dafoe is great as the esoteric doctor, a vampire hunter, obviously based on Van Helsing, and their two friends, played by Emma Kerning and Aaron Taylor Johnson. They do good in their roles, and Bill Skarsgård is just chilling as Count Orlok. He's a lot more creepier and scarier than he was when he played the evil clown in Pennywise and It. He has great visuals in it and great editing in certain scenes, like with the nightmares and all, and in between shots with the Count Orlok and Emma, and the visuals are mostly like CGI mixed in with makeup and hairstyling, and they look pretty good. Even though I get really annoyed at CG crap being all over the place in place of practical effects, this one pulled it off very well. Good direction and writing by Robert Eggers is fantastic. The themes of the horror themes in this movie are just chilling and creepy. And there's moments like erotica where he's on top of like the vampire's on top of Emma and he's trying to have his way kill her while having his way with her. It's just like creepy, but also a bit erotic. I don't know how to describe it. It's a bit of a turn on. Because Lily Depp Rose is pretty attractive, and the final showdown between her and the vampire is pretty exciting, pretty suspenseful. There's a lot of suspense in this movie. The bloody violence and the gore is done at a pretty chilling level, not too gruesome, but gory enough to like shock you a bit. Don't even get like bedazzled by gore, but like if it's sometimes gore in a horror movie does scare me. Gore in a horror movie does not scare me, but in a horror movie it can be in the intensity can make it frightening sometimes. The music score is also very good, and I think the music score, editing, and acting, and everything about this should have been nominated for Oscars. I think it got some Oscar nominations. I can't remember, but should have gotten Best Picture, Best Supporting Actor for Skarsgård, Best Actress Lily Depp Rose, and a lot of other nominations I can't think of. But this is a great remake. I give it 2 thumbs up. One of Robert Eggers' best. All right, that's it for now. Thank you and God bless. Bye.